Hey, good morning. It's December, January 6th, 2022. Happy New Year to those of you that I ain't seen. And this is Epiphany, Dia de Tres Reyes, or Old Christmas, where I come from originally. So this is the last of the holidays. But other than that, we want to look at War Zed by Hot Dog Games, and it's a game by, as it says right here, David Kershaw. David Kershaw is one of my favorite designers, believe it or not. Every game that I've played, he's done. He's been a knockout. Vietnam Solitaire, I loved that game. Reconquista, I just was blown away by that game. And there's others. Solitaire Caesar was one of his. That was a good game. ACW Solitaire. And the thing I like about the games are that they are, how do you want to say it? Very simple games, but they're usually really fun games as well. I mean, you look at that Reconquista. You're talking about close to a millennia of time, and I really didn't think you could have done a game that simple that was that fun and that did the Reconquista of the Iberian Peninsula any kind of justice, but it did actually. So this is the first offering I've got from him that's not been an historical or semi-historical. This is, as it says, War Zed. Let's see here what we're looking at here. This solitaire game pits you as the leader of the United States against an outbreak of zombies or similar called Zeds. In the game, you must manage population centers, farmlands, refugees, and the scientific and military response to the outbreak. There are counters for Zeds, riots, refugees, survivalists, the U.S. Army, the U.S. Marines, and the U.S. National Guard, and markers for farms, cities, forts, and nuclear detonations, and a special counter for the powerful boss Zed. Wow. The game map depicts the continental USA divided into 20 regions from New York to California. The game tracks on the map monitor your remaining production points, the state of the Zeds, the national food supplies level, anti-Zeds research level, and DEFCON level, and the number of available airstrikes. So it's one player, 90 minutes, ages 13 plus. Game design, David Kershaw. Art by Jonathan Cornell, and production by Michael W. Kennedy, of course, over at Hot Dog Games. All right, let's give it a quick look here. Quick tip on Hot Dog Games, I usually get the bad games because they're the same game, the same components, other than you get a bag in a box. It usually saves you some money. This one was like $3 more maybe for the box. I thought, it's not going to save me $7 or $8. I'll just get the box just to have it because I like the games by David Kershaw. So let's open this thing up here. Bear with me. I had a terrible week last week. I haven't really been online either. My father, who's still alive, he's in his 80s. He's still alive, and he's had some surgery, so I was dealing with that whole scene right there, and hadn't really been online very much. So I got some catching up to do, and I'm dealing with new equipment here. I broke my equipment last week. I'm dealing with new equipment here, so bear with me. Let's open it up. The box, it's what you'd expect. It's just a little box, you know. That's why I hardly ever get the boxes from Hot Dog Games. It just doesn't. Counters. Is that missing 2 counters there? Maybe not, maybe. But these are the counters. So you got fort counters. Yeah, let's look at fort counters, city counters, farm counters. All right, looks like maybe one-sided. Maybe some zombie counters, right? How about these here? These here two, one-sided. Zombie counters, riot counters, U.S. Army, Marines, survivalists. Okay, refugees. Okay. The counters are always good from hot dog games. They're the thick counters. They're I have 2 fork counters right here. They came out. They were punched. So look at them. Get the line off here. Counters are good, thick counters from hot dog games. They remind you or reminiscent of the counters in the old map cardstock. That's decent. It's playable. It's not thin paper whatsoever. So there's the map. It is 11 by 17, obviously, but it's a good looking map. 20. They've brought them down into 20 regions instead of 50 states. So you got something like here, Carolinas are together. DC, which happens to be a region, which look like Northern Virginia and Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New York look like they're together here in Connecticut there. West Virginia looks like it's its own state. Ohio and Michigan looks together. Sorry, Michigan is up there. Kentucky and Tennessee look like they're together. Georgia and Alabama and Mississippi and West Tennessee and Western Kentucky here and part of Illinois and Missouri look like it's took up Arkansas as well. So it's a decent recreation of lines, right? They've put some stuff together. Well, it's all right. It's all right, Matt. There's some more counters. Wow. Look at that. Mushroom cloud counters. Def Combat. Love the idea of nuclear warfare. I love seeing mushroom cloud counters. I don't know why. I just do. All right. Quick play card. Let us see. Get this out the way. Whoa. So we got a random event phase. Zed phase 1, Zed phase 2. And player phase. Research, riots. Roll for PPs. Spend PPs. Okay. Let's see. All right. Random region and event card. Okay, so that's region table and random events. Let's look. I always like random events. Let's look through the random event table. Zed lethargy, skip Zed phase. Oh, must be cold. Research breakthrough and gain a research result without expending any points. Returning fleet characters perform a free airstrike. Okay, so there's some cool random events, and wow, scenarios and design notes. Okay, man, they got a. So you've got more than one setup here. Scenario, the basic game. Scenario 2, the random game. Scenario 3. Okay, cool. He's done that before in other games. I remember Reconquista, he had different setups for different times of the. I always play the whole game though. 1865. Oh, wow. 1914, World War I. 1918, 1945. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. I love that. So what we had. So we got some scenarios. This one's scenario 5, The Walking Dead. Oh wow. Let me give us more justice here. Scenarios. The random game. 28 days later. Scenario 3, World War Z, okay. Scenario 4, None of the Living Dead. Scenario 5, The Walking Dead. Scenario 6, Z Nation. Scenario 7, Van Helsing. Scenario 8, Plants vs. Zombies. Scenario 9, War of the Worlds. Scenario 10, Resident Evil. Oh, that's cool. Scenario 11, Cloverfield. Alternative setups, 1776, 1881. Oh, man. 1865, 1914, 1918, 1939, and 1945. So, all that looks... Love that. Love that. Okay, so far, so good. Everything I would expect from... And the rule book, which is 8 pages. See, that's what I mean. Just simple, straightforward, not a lot. Looks like, how many counters did the box say it had? Looks like not a lot of counters either. Total components it does. $88 counters. It's not too much. Alright. Setting up the game, turns, Z movement. Okay, so everything looks great. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to play it right now. Set it up and play it. I can't not do it. I got some time. So... I'm not on duty tonight or in the morning, so I'm going to play this, man, right now. Okay, so that's it. That's your game. War Zed USA, or USA, as we call it. There you go. All right, folks. I'll probably be back with you with a review. Not too long. I'm going to play it now and try to get into it. Looks fabulous. So check it out. Y'all have a great day. Be careful. Enjoy yourselves. Take it easy. Bye-bye.